Hello, I'm Sorospa. Today I'll be your humble guide through Embodiment of Scarlet Devil. Again. So this game really likes its attract mode. This game has given me all kinds of problems. I've been trying to record with OBS and the frame rate's been bad. It's crashed. My first recording failed completely because the screen was black because I had the recording settings wrong. It's been a mess, and I thought I was just going to have to give up on recording this at all, and I tried it with Fraps, and it looks perfect. I have no idea why, because I'm pretty sure Fraps is supposed to be more processor intensive than OBS. I don't know. I'm not going to look at a gift horse in the mouth. But hopefully neither do you, because you're going to be able to see this not looking horribly choppy and ugly. So I did play through this game, and I managed to get a 1cc, and my recording just completely fizzled. So this time I'm just going to try a different shot type. I used the kind of easier homing shot from before, and now I'm going to try the much harder to use illusion laser. And you'll see why it's kind of harder to use beyond. If you've seen some of my other Touhou recordings, you know that illusion laser is a straight-on shot that doesn't do you any favors as far as aiming, but it has another quirk in this game. So this is Embodiment of Scarlet Devil. It's the first Touhou game in the series on the Windows platform. There are older games, but they're on a rather old system called the PC-98, and you can't play them without an emulator. And also, basically, the events of the PC-98 games are kind of not canon, so this is more or less the first Touhou game that most people care about anymore. And pretty much, the idea is that a red mist appeared all over Ginsokyou. We're going to travel to the source of it, which is the Scarlet Devil Mansion. Investigate. And because it's kind of, the design of this game is kind of more old school, with the power system is different. You don't get a collection line until you're at full power. Collection line is when you go to the top of the screen and you collect all the items on the screen instantly, which is very useful. So that's really the main reason I haven't played this game much, is because it doesn't really benefit from a lot of the design improvements that have appeared in the later games. But I decided to come back to it. I mean, I have to look into it eventually. And this is Rumia, and I accidentally skipped line of dialogue. Marissa said, it looks more like humanity started using the decimal system, which doesn't really make much sense. It makes slightly more sense when you realize that the pose that Rumia had with her arms stretched out resembles the Japanese character for the number 10. Beyond that, I really have no explanation. It's kind of just a random weird thing to say. Touhou dialogue is kind of known for being kind of weird, and I think in the earlier games it made even less sense. So be prepared for a lot of random non-sequiturs, especially if we're playing Marissa, which we are. So you can see that my illusion laser, as you probably noticed by now, kind of fades in and out. I don't know why he decided to do it like that. I guess because it's an illusion laser. Marissa. I don't get it. Player penalty? What's that? I don't know what that is. Whatever. I don't care about the score anyway. So yeah, the first character we encounter is Rumia, the darkness yokai. Who pretty much doesn't have anything to do with anything. She's just kind of, she's roaming around because, you know, I guess it's dark with the mist. And then we beat her up because she's a yokai. Why not? That's the kind of the way we roll around here in Ginsokyou. So maybe this time I can keep up better with explaining the characters. So this is a character who is kind of technically nameless. Fans call her Dayose, which basically just means big fairy. She is a larger than average fairy. That's it. But that's what fans call her. It's more or less her official name now, is Dayose. And the character who's coming up next is one that you're likely to recognize without even any help from me, even if you're only mildly familiar with Touhou, which is true of a lot of characters in this game. Because this was the first one, a lot of characters who appeared in this game are very deeply embedded in the fandom, and are kind of the the bread and butter, very common, well-known characters who appear a lot. Is that a weird phrase to use here, bread and butter? I guess it kind of is. Marissa's weird way of talking is rubbing off on me. So this is Cherno. And if you have any familiar with Cherno, if you have any familiar with Touhou, then you know that Cherno is the strongest, and she's a 9-ball, and all of that. If you're not familiar with Touhou at all, this is Cherno. She's an ice fairy. She managed to peg me in the head twice in a row during one of my failed recordings. And she is known for being a little bit dim. And also kind of stupid. Wait, no, I said that twice. Kind of weak. Weak and dumb. She has kind of become the subject of a lot of memes in the Touhou fandom, and has pretty much become a comic relief character, and it's more or less canon now that she's pretty much just a complete moron who has no idea what the hell she's doing, but she's under the illusion that she is powerful and awesome, and she's really not. Whoa, okay, that was almost stupid. I really would like to 1cc. I don't usually plan on, expecting to get 1cc in these recordings, because without any practice, it's unlikely. But I got it my first attempt, and that recording went completely to waste. And that just kills me. I would love to replicate that feat. Last time, my second attempt really went wrong, and I was dying a lot, and I decided to things were still going wrong, and I decided to just throw it out. And that was for the best, because I look back at the frame rate, and even with turning a lot of quality stuff down, turning the frame rate down, it still looked unwatchably choppy, really. And I don't know why I didn't try Fraps first. Honestly, it's because I tried to record Imperishable Night in Fraps, and it didn't work. It was just, I think the game slowed down while I was trying to record it. And I just assumed that Fraps didn't play well with the old games, and I assumed it was just the engine, the way it was coded. But this one, OBS doesn't work, and Fraps works perfectly. It's flawless. I looked at the recording, it's beautiful. 60 FPS, perfectly smooth. I don't get it. It's just video is a very finicky and esoteric thing, and sometimes you just gotta play around with it and use what works, I guess. I'm really glad, because if I wasn't able to get it to work with Fraps, I basically wouldn't be able to do this video at all. I was just about to give up on it entirely, which really would have been a shame. I mean, that means that I basically couldn't do replays either. Those wouldn't have looked any better. But, this works? I don't know. Wow, okay. I misestimated the hitbox of that. That was kind of dumb. Fortunately, part of the reason I was able to beat the game, 1cc, okay, now we're getting slow down. That sucks. After I after I heaping compliments on Fraps, it disappointed me, but I think we're just gonna have to live with that, because I don't have any other options at this point. But anyway, part of the reason I was able to 1cc this in one try is because the game is very generous with lives. Probably more generous than any of the other games I've seen. I mean, like, undefined fantastic objects. Oh, it's really starting to get kind of bad, actually. I hope this holds up. Undefined fantastic object actually gave out a lot of lives, but not nearly as many, and it made you work a lot harder for them. This game is just really generous with lives. So this is Hong Mei Ling. For some reason, even in the English-speaking community, her name is given in the Japanese ordering. So her first name is Mei Ling. I guess it's just because of the way it's translated here. So basically, she's kind of a martial artist, and I believe she is Chinese. And I think she's kind of portrayed as kind of stereotypically Chinese, is what I've heard. I would not know as well, because, I mean, I'm not familiar with Japanese stereotypes of Chinese people. I'm just not going to touch that. But, you know, she's kind of, she is, I believe, a yokai, but her species isn't really known. She just kind of a person who's a yokai who kicks people. She doesn't really seem to display any unusual powers, other than I think she is long-lived, like most other yokai characters. But other than that, she's just kind of, I guess, a plain kind of yokai. And she's, of course, kind of decided to stick around through the rest of the stage, such as you do. But I managed to deal with it. And she's kind of, one of her big characteristics is that she uses very colorful spell cards, as you've seen. They're very pretty looking. Ooh, I kind of lost my composure for a second there. They're very, very nice and colorful. In fact, they might even have extreme colors, just as a suggestion. And I'm not trying to do anything fancy like go bombless here, although I am kind of trying to conserve my bombs early on, because I know I'm going to need them. But as you can see, I mean, I've got 5 lives. If I hadn't botched that one, I would have had 6. So even with a few stupid mistakes, I might have no problem kind of keeping up my stock of lives pretty well. So one thing I forgot to mention is, at this point, like, each of the characters we fight are going to be residents of the Scarlet Devil Mansion. Hong Mei Ling is a guard. Oops. Although she's not very good at it. She kind of tends to not be able to prevent people from breaking in, especially Marissa. Ooh, okay. I'm kind of losing my composure a little bit here, but I have 6 lives, so I think it's okay. When I die, I get my bombs back, I think. I think it resets to like 3 bombs, so using my bombs is no bad thing. Dying would be much worse. I don't think I'm hitting anything. This is one of the downsides of using the illusion laser. The reasons I had a much easier time using Reimu. So the boss I just kind of beat, the mini boss I beat without really even breaking a sweat, was Koakuma. She is another character who doesn't really have a true official name, but Koakuma is pretty much just accepted as canon by now, and that's what everyone calls the character. And Koakuma just means little devil. So again, not a very descriptive, or it's not a very name-like name. She doesn't really have a real name. She's just a small devil. As you can probably tell by now, we're in a library, a magical library, and pretty soon here we're going to be meeting the magical librarian, who's going to be the boss, so we'll be meeting her pretty soon. Hopefully I can get there without running into anything too much. Although, at this rate, if I manage to not be stingy about bombs, as things get a little more stressful, I should be able to. I'm just gonna let loose a bomb here because I'm getting a little better. I should be able to do it because, like I said, I mean, if I actually use all of my bombs, I will have a lot of them available to me. I don't know why sometimes why all the bullets just disappear like that. I don't know what triggers that. Usually getting to full power triggers all the bullets being removed from the screen, but I've been at max power for a while, so I'm not sure. So this is Patchouli Knowledge. This is very meme heavy. The whole thing about Marissa stealing Patchouli's books has also become a big meme. It's pretty much impossible to play this game without tripping over 20 memes on your way to the final boss. But one thing I haven't really talked about in my videos in the past is kind of design tropes within Touhou. One of the big ones is that Stage 4 tends to be different depending on which character you're using. So I'm using Marissa right now, which that's going to be fun because that means that I won't be able to use any of my experience from my previous playthrough. So Patchouli uses 5 elements. And she uses different ones depending on... Yikes, that's a little bit dense. Depending on which character you're using. She used that one before, so some of them might be the same. She used Earth Sign. But I know that some of her spell cards are different, so I'm gonna be seeing some new ones here, I'm sure. Although I have to be careful not to just die to her normal attacks. Metal Sign, okay, so that's new. Those are very big bullets. Ouch. Okay, that got kind of hurt. So I think that actually one of the things about Patchouli is that it's kind of canonical. I believe it's canon that she actually has asthma, and so that limits the amount of spells she can use at once. Just, I guess, because like she gets short of breath trying to recite spells. And actually she is the mid-boss of the extra stage, and apparently that's on a day where she's feeling much better and can basically kick your ass with all 5 elements at once, which is kind of amusing. But here she can only combine up to 2 elements, and I actually can't see which one she's using right now because I'm focused on the bullets. So maybe you can tell me. Tell me in the comments what's actually on my screen here. No, you don't have to do that. Anemic? I don't actually know what that means. Is she asthmatic or is she anemic? And if that, I need to Google that now. I don't know. Of course, there could easily be translation issues as well, which is definitely a consideration. So up next, is a character who, if you're at all familiar with Touhou, pretty much needs no introduction. Character we're going to face next is Sakuya Izuyoi, who is the maid of the Scarlet Dimension. And like I said, if you're watching my videos, you probably know something about Touhou already, and you probably don't need it explained to you. Explain to you who Sakuya is. But pretty much, she is a maid. She's Vermilia's maid. And she likes to use knives. And she likes to use a lot of knives. And she likes to use even more knives. And beyond that, she also has the ability to stop time. One of the other design tropes in Touhou is that Stage 5 tends to have kind of experimental spell cards in it. And the big thing about Sakuya's spell cards is the time-stopping mechanic, which causes me to get hit. No, it doesn't. It does. Pretty much, she uses the ability to stop time to her advantage during her spell cards, and this can result in bad times. Having played against her just recently, I can tell you that it results in very, very bad times. She has some pretty nasty spell cards. They're tough. Definitely worthy of a Stage 5 boss, I would say. I'm not even gonna, no. I also love Sakuya's expression, like she's not even gonna take your shit. That's just great. What? I have no idea what's going on right now. This time I have no explanation. Okay. I have nothing. I've played every Touhou game now, and I have no words for that bit of dialogue. That was pretty out there, I have to say. That was something. So, yeah. This is the kind of thing that happens when you play as Marissa. I am just not even gonna. That's way too many friggin' knives. Yeah, I'm probably gonna end up copping out on a lot of spell cards in the next two stages. And I think that my recording software might also cop out on a lot of these spell cards too. That's unfortunate, but what can you do? Also, this is an awesome song. I love it. This is like one of my favorite songs from this game. And yes, she can stop time during your bombs. That's how much of a badass she is. Seriously, like, don't even fuck with Sakuya, because she will just destroy you. She does have some even more ridiculous spell cards. She has a last word in Imperishable Night, which are basically standalone, super difficult spell cards. Hers is called Deflation World, and it is ridiculous. If you haven't seen Deflation World, you should just like Google it or something. Seriously, it's amazing. So, despite my worries that I might do horribly, I'm coming into stage 6 with 5 lives, which is pretty good. Um, Still not a guarantee. I mean, I shouldn't rest on my laurels or anything, because then I might just get friggin' wasted by Remelia. So, of course, Sakuya is also a character with a lot of memes associated with her. I think a lot of them are stupid, but I'm just that kind of judgmental person, I guess. Kind of unsurprisingly, a lot of the memes have to do with the character's breasts, which, knowing fans, I mean, it's not that surprising, but a lot of them are kind of dumb. I think them. I'm disappointed that she didn't say it this time, but against Reimu, she said, "I'm gonna make you at least waste a bomb before you get to my mistress," which I thought was pretty funny. And she actually gave out a bomb. Last time I used 2 bombs, so that turned out to be true. But this time I managed to do it with a net loss of 0 bombs, so there you go. But I think I have a pretty good shot. So, sorry. So this is Embodiment of Scarlet, and she's a vampire. Okay. You were being very vague, Marissa. Oh, this should be good. What? What? Sorry, I hate to lose my composure like this. I mean, usually I can deal with, Touhou's dialogue, but, this has been something, I must say. I don't remember her using this before. Oh, come on. Okay, this is off to a bad start. I don't think that this one is so bad. Of course, I say that, I'm gonna get hit by it now. Too many bullets. This one also doesn't have an indicator at the bottom of the screen telling me where the boss is, so I actually don't know where she is right now. She's near the top, I guess. Okay, I got her. Okay, I should probably just bomb heavily in order to survive this. Because I actually should be able to use a lot of bombs. God damn it. If I don't use them, then I'm going to die. But yeah, since my bombs should reset, then I shouldn't really be in any fear of running out unless I really screw myself over. So I should really just bomb through her spell cards, but of course I can't be smart like that, can I? Luckily this one doesn't seem so bad, so I might still be good. I would really, honestly like to do another 1cc if I can, because that would be really friggin' awesome. but I won't be able to pull it off if I do stupid things. Whoa, okay, there we are. I don't know what's up with the bats. The bats are not bullets. They don't hurt you. She fires them off anyway. This is kind of an involved normal attack, but it's not that bad. She just throws out a ton of bullets. And I think I should be good. Oh, I see. She turns into a bat and uses that. That's annoying. Whoa! I was not prepared for that. You'd think I would have been, because I should have seen these already. But whatever. Okay, last time I got to red magic with 3 lives, but I should probably be fine because I still have 6 bombs I can use. The big downside is that she's immune to damage while I am bombing, which is a common thing on final bosses and extra bosses. I don't know if there are final bosses who are typically immune to bombs all the time, but I think most of them are immune to bombs in their final pattern. Extra bosses tend to be immune to bombs during all of their spell cards. I did it! Okay, awesome. For a while, I didn't think I was gonna do it. So that's it. That's Embodiment of Scarlet Devil. Hopefully the recording didn't fuck up this time, because at that point I would probably just mentally break down. But no, it's fine. Let's see. What? The drawing is really kind of getting a little wonky here. Okay, so against all odds, I actually had a successful run there, and the recording issues were minimal, I hope. We did experience a little bit of slowdown. I was really hoping that would start to become a serious issue throughout the recording, but it was really just one spot in Stage 3. So that's good. And I managed to get through with a minimum loss of life, by which I mean I only lost like 6. So that's not bad. Wouldn't have been good enough to clear Subterranean Animism, but apparently this game likes to hand out lives a lot. So I'm okay with that, because it let me get a live 1cc on here. Maybe I should do this one bombless, because it really wasn't very hard. I mean, even Mountain of Faith, which I thought was pretty easy, I wasn't able to 1cc it live. Although I might have just been down to luck to a large extent. I don't know. I suppose it might be enough to have kind of a live, on-camera 1cc. Definitely what I'm going to be doing next. Really the reason I wanted to revisit this game is because I want to beat Extra Mode. I'm kind of on a Extra Mode kick. I've beaten every extra boss in the game except 2, and you can see any of those recordings on my channel to have a random plug. So I just have to take out Flandra. I'm never sure how to pronounce her name. Flandra, Romelia's sister. As you can see. And then after I beat her and Yukari, then I should be good. I'll beaten every single extra boss. I guess Yukari is technically a phantasm boss, but it's like a different form of extra mode. Oh shit! That was my phone cameoing in my video. Ignore that part. That was my other replay, which I accidentally used the wrong name, but whatever. Anyway, man, I have had the worst luck in this recording, but in this game trying to record this, but I think I'm not gonna redo the entire thing because my phone went off. Ignore that. Anyway, so that was Embodiment of Scarlet Devil. 2 consecutive 1cc's. I think we can pretty much acknowledge the fact that I'm just the most awesome gamer ever. So, I will see you later.